I'm so sorry. Tupac was just played here. Everyone is not as honorable as they seem. She's retiring. He's at the beginning of his career, right? You see how naive he is? This is the naive higher self. The two pieces, his lower self, are not integrated. So when he's at his higher self, he cannot access the perspective, the information, or the understanding of how to handle things at his lower self. When he goes back to his higher self, his lower self doesn't exist, so he doesn't even know how to handle a woman. He doesn't even have to handle this situation. He's asking for help as if he's a wounded child who's very vulnerable, who don't have the capacity to protect himself. Bingo. And then he got out of jail. He went back to the same people that he's warning her about, because she's one of them. Now, when you're surrounded by these narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths, and when they form that network around you, meaning when all are in on targeting you, when all are in on lying to you, all are in on feeding you misinformation, all of them are in on destroying your relationships with other people. They all do this as a system. So all of them are talking about you. In that situation, you're the only one who doesn't know what's going on. And what that does is that it alienates you. And there's a particular quality to alienation, because alienation is that emotional and psychological pain, that torment, that boring, horrendous, boring feeling that does not dissipate with being in a crowd or being around people. So the quality of this type of network and the type of alienation they do is they create the psychological and emotional distress that you cannot dissipate just by going around people. And you would have thought that Madonna, as another artist, would have been talking to him as an artist. But in this letter, he is talking to himself as an artist. And he believed that Madonna is an artist, but Madonna is coming to him as her lower self. She's presenting to him only with her interests in mind. So she doesn't reciprocate with him in the letter. And then towards the end of the letter, he's asking, hey, would you be so kind to break my alienation? But she's representing her lower self. She cannot break his alienation. He needs somebody with empathy. Look here. It's funny, but this experience has taught me not to take time for granted. Live always, Tupac.